This is honestly one of my favorite matches I've played in this game. No perfect parries or parry attempts really. We're just really playing that nooch. That good old nooch you don't really see too often in this game. So it's probably low-key my favorite, one of my favorite, if not my favorite tournament set that I've played in this game. Yo, yo, yo. It is your boy Punk and I'm back with another one. And today we have a very good video because as you can see, I'm not in my house. I'm currently at the Capcom Cup LCQ and you know, I finished day one and I actually ended up playing against Daigo for the first time in an offline tournament since Street Fighter V. So it's been quite a long time since we played. And you know, since there's no real way to play against people from different regions, I never actually played Daigo except a few ranked matches when I was in Japan, which was a while ago. So this is going to be our first time playing in tournament, and you know, I just wanted to take y'all through my thoughts and reactions the first time being able to play Daigo in a tournament in Street Fighter 6. We ended up playing at the LCQ in the winners finals of our pools. And you know, I won't spoil you the result if you didn't see it. So you know, without further ado, I want you to go like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notification, and I'll see you in the video. Starting this game off, or the set, the main thing for me was not getting throw loop or falling for the mind game of Daigo's throw. I just immediately tech, you know, I want to put in Daigo head that I'm not going to take all his grabs. Like, that's not what I'm going to do in this set. Right here, Daigo is just shooting fireballs very early. I don't know why. I guess he was just waiting for me to react to one, but I feel like you could lose a whole round off of something like that, right? Right there, I done the EXEP because it's just me trying to tell Daigo he pretty just much not going to throw loop me. Like, I know he wants to get the throw loop there, so I just EP to just let him know that it's not going to be that easy to get the throw loops off. Look, see, he even tries to throw again right there. In my head, this is exactly how I planned the match out. Like, I want these things to work early on, and Daigo just be more scared to either pressure or just throw me later on in the set. Right there, I tried to catch him walking up, but he's already in range for the stand light kick, so I couldn't actually catch him with the buffer there. And with punish. If there's one thing about offline, I noticed, like, even though the Street Fighter 6 online is very good, one thing about offline I noticed is how easy it is to actually still like whiff punish. Like, it's so much easier than online, which is crazy because you probably see me whiff punish quite a lot when I play in like online tournaments and stuff, but when you play offline, it feels like the buttons are just there for 80 seconds. And again, you see Daigo tries to throw me here, which I was expecting because I know he wanted to get this round. And realistically, I'm supposed to sit here. You know, I figured in my head that I'm supposed to sit here and take this throw, and he knows that. So right here, I'm going to go for the EX dive kick. You know, all my strategy just revolves around stopping Daigo from throw looping, but as y'all know, maybe you don't know, Daigo is one of the most stubborn players in fighting games. If you punish something that he's doing a lot, he's probably going to do it 10 times the amount, you know. I feel like this is how Daigo's been ever since I watched him in Street Fighter 4 to playing him in 5 to now playing him in 6. And as you can see, Daigo is also taking a lot on me, which could be a strategy he's also using because he knows that I like to throw a lot. So he probably told himself that he's going to start taking grabs a lot because he wants to establish that I can't throw him just as much as I don't want him throwing me. No tech from Daigo. I tried to get the shimmy, but I started to notice later in the set that he was only really teching after one jab. So I don't know, maybe that's something he had in his note because it's pretty specific the way he was teching every time. He didn't really tech, or it could be a thing where he knows that from low forward drive rush, if Cammy do crouch jab, can't really shimmy you from walking back. She kind of needs to backdash unless you tech really late. But Daigo always teched extremely early, so it could also be something that he labbed or Cammy player told him from Japan. But you see, I get a good whiff punish to close out this round. We both have 3 bars going into this last round. I feel like Cammy and Ken, they both don't do crazy amounts of damage unless they get a very, very big hit. So these characters is kind of okay if they spin the super early, like you're not that upset or feel like you can't make a comeback. So when Daigo super me here, I'm just like, okay, I'm probably getting burnt out, which I knew it happened, but luckily I got that. But right here, I didn't know. This is not like a choke. I know people probably say this is a choke or something, but this is just something I didn't know. When you're burnt out and someone do EXZP, you can't punish them anymore with a neutral jump. At least with Cammy, maybe like a Luke or something with a jump heavy punch is so good and it reaches down so far. But as far as Cammy goes, when she's burnt out, she can't neutral jump punish Ken's DP, and that's just something I didn't know. And I was I was not upset, but just a bit surprised it didn't work, because that's something I actually practiced the day of punishing that. I literally sit in my room and before the tournament and I was practicing that, but I didn't practice it in burnout, because why would you practice how to punish burnout to not burnout? But to my surprise, you should. So yeah, right there, it was just, that wasn't even a choke. It's just not knowledge. You just don't know. So I definitely was a bit, it started making me a bit more nervous. I wasn't really nervous up until that point, but after that happened, I started getting a little nervous because I just felt like I messed up. Come to find out, I mean, I did mess up, but not really, since I just didn't know that was a thing in burnout. He's still teching. Even though his last game, I usually wouldn't tech as much in the last game, but I just know that Daigo wants to keep throwing. And I pretty much knew when he would do his DPs. Like, I had a good read on when he wanted to do DPs. I kind of felt it. I saw he was doing a lot of DPs in general today. So when I was pressuring him, I always was like, maybe he might DP. He's been doing it quite often. And to my surprise, he did DP quite a lot, and here it didn't kill. I knew it wouldn't kill. I didn't really expect it to kill there. I just wanted to put him on that situation where I could just go home with a poke. And I got the lucky immediate kick on the EX Fireball there. This is honestly one of my favorite matches I've played in this game. Maybe it's my favorite, honestly. We were playing a lot of neutral, no real perfect parries, or not real, but no perfect parries or parry attempts really. We was just really playing that nooch, that good old nooch you don't really see too often in this game. So it's probably low-key my favorite, one of my favorite, if not my favorite tournament set that I played in this game. Again, baited the DP. I didn't walk. This right here was literally to the fact that I missed the neutral jump punish. So I don't know, my hands froze up right here. I'm supposed to walk backwards. I know that, that's my fault completely, because I know that I'm supposed to walk back there, but my hands just froze and it only hit DI, but it never actually walked back. You see me, I do this right here. This is a very good strategy that I feel like a lot of people don't use. You can get punished from EXDP, but you also can catch people trying to DP on wake up. So here, I'm just trying to stop Daigo from DPing, because the freeze frame will eat his input, which is in my opinion, is a scrubby strategy to use, but it's a very good one that's not used a lot in this game. But you can just delay your meaty with a drive rush if you think your opponent might wake up buttons or reverse swing, you can just eat their input and it'll stop them. So here, Daigo might have actually tried the EXDP, but I don't know. He got counter hit it. Maybe it was a DP and it ate the actual input for the rest, or the motion, like it ate the motion input, the forward down forward, and he might have just gotten button, but I'll never really know. But it's something that I feel like is very strong in this game that a lot of people aren't really utilizing right now. And it works at a high rate. Right here, Daigo, his move. I was going in for a crouching medium kick because I'm like, yeah, he keeps jiggling in the corner. Like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. So I'm going to try to hit him low and end it. But then he just walks up and stand jab. So it's like, bro, what are you doing? Daigo be having some weird tech. Right here, I should have been just buffering to level 2 the fireball. It's a good crouch fierce anti-air. He noticed I wasn't going to dive kick because it was so late in the jump. He has pulled out some parries here. You know that the stakes is getting higher for both of us. We started doing the parries. Of course, Daigo trying to jump. Now he's going to take some throws because he don't want to die. Right here, I just missed the meaty. That meaty is so annoying. That's why I even went for the crouching medium kick instead of the stand fierce, but I just didn't time the meaty correctly to get enough plus frames. You see me here just fishing for a stand jab counter hit to go into level 3. Daigo, great recognition, knowing not to walk up and press too many buttons. And right now I'm just trying to close it out. I noticed all day Daigo hasn't really been done anyone with drive impact, so me being burnt out, I'm not scared at all. And I also have a level 2 down back super if I need it. It doesn't actually hit. Cammy's level 2 won't hit. Oh, I actually messed up the super here. This is a common problem I feel like I get from Cammy when I'm at crouching. When I do a crouch jab to crouching medium punch, I feel like I get a lot of hooligans a lot in this game. And then here, neutral jump. And the reason I did this double neutral jump is because a lot of times when good players see you neutral jump once, they always try to drive impact you when you're burnt out. So I feel like the double neutral jump on good players is always a very good thing to do because they think you're going to sit still, or they think maybe they can catch your landing frames to where if you try to jump again, it'll still smack you. But if Daigo was trying to do that, then, you know, he just was a bit off timing. But yeah, that is going to be my set and my analysis versus Daigo in the LCQ. It was a very good set, very close set, and you know, I'm just very happy to be able to play international competition in this game for once. It's very rare that we even get to do it, so whenever the chances is very fun, and you know, it's with Daigo himself, so what can be more fun than playing against Daigo and no perfect parry? So you know, I was very happy. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought of this set and what you've been thinking of the LCQ so far, and as always, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.